Hey, what's up? I don't know if you're hearing this or not, if anyone is on there. There's nobody here yet. I'm going to start cooking my dinner and talk to you while I'm doing that. I don't know, let me just move this camera around a bit, like that. You can see me, but hopefully you'll be able to see the rods as well. Put them right there as well. You can see the rods or not? No, probably not. Oh well, come on. You'll have to listen to what I have to say. Live chat. Welcome to live chat. I don't want to learn anymore. Hi guys and girls. I see there's 6 of you there and I've had 1 thumbs up, but I'm not seeing any text at the moment. Oh, there we go. Hey George. Hey, you there? Thanks very much. And I do appreciate everything you're doing for me, mate. It's really good. I'm just going to light my little fire here. It's a little rocket stove that I made out of some pipe. And I'm going to cook the standard fisherman's on the beach dinner. Bit of wood here. It's not been a blank so far. Oh, there it is. Right, first thing is I'm going to have to rub a couple of Boy Scouts together and get this going. And these are homemade firelighters. Basically a bit of kitchen paper soaked in wax. And a lighter is bad habit, I think. One in the flame. Best laid plans and all that. Definitely gas coming out of it. Right, I've got another one in there, in the box. Right, so we've got the fire lighter going. Turn this light off so I'm not dazzling you. Get some sticks in here. And you should get a nice moody, ripply light effect on my face coming off the fire once it gets going. Move it away a little bit. That's too hot to handle. So, been down here a couple of hours now. I've had 1 fish. So it's not a blank. That's the important thing. It is not a blank. I got the skunk out of the boat, albeit it was a tiny little pouting, literally about that big. But happy days, not a blank. I didn't blank yesterday out on the boat either. 2 poxy little whiting, but there you go. Yeah, seeing if I'm getting any chat messages or not. Excuse my voice. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel, go away. Alright. Hey Bear Paw. William, are you on there? Christoph, got Dobry dan, dober dan, Christoph. George. Yeah, please share all your social platforms. Guys, I appreciate George and everybody saying that, but I think it goes without saying, you know, this is why we do it. We do it so that we want to be liked. We want to be liked. It's not something that you really get, is it? I'll sit on the floor and a bit lower. Get the food out. Pan loaded. Get the kettle on. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I find the sausages. Sausages are in the debate, of course. Where else would you keep sausages? Put them with a load of worms and stuff. I'll turn that light off so I'm not dating, that's it. Woo! Right, so we've got sausages, we've got beans, we've got a kettle, we've got the makings of tea. So what I think we'll do is we'll cook the sausages and beans, and then while I'm eating them, we'll put a brew on. So I don't know why I'm not seeing that. 12 PM to 4 PM. Yeah, just 2 doggies and 4 whitings. Well, that's more than I've caught tonight, that's for sure. Not that I'm actually looking at my rod tips very well. I was hoping that you'd be able to see them and let me know if I'm getting a bite behind me, but I don't think the light's good enough. Yeah, unfortunately the boat one yesterday, I did 2 boat lives yesterday, and the first one I must have clicked something as I was turning it off, which deleted it, because I was hoping that I was going to actually take some bits out of it to put into my my YouTube channel stream. So I messed up there basically. Hey Jamie, Ben's. Yeah, well if I had some deep smoked Polish sausage, mate, it would definitely be in here. What I've got is some cheap Co-op Frankfurters and some best Heinz. Obviously there are other brands. Bucket beans. But you cannot beat sausage and beans cooked on the beach. And the best bit is that I don't have to do the washing up because the dog helps with that. So yeah, Christoph, if you can source me some decent, nice, smoky Polish sausage, definitely be up for that. At the moment I've got Co-op finest Frankfurters. And the dog has woken up with the mention of sausages. Right, get the lid on there. Get a lid without any stones in it. And away it jolly well goes. Settle down, I don't want you knocking the fire over. Let's get the kettle filled and ready to go. Yeah, let's get some action on the zippies. Well, I've caught a pouting on them. That was on my 2500. Actually the middle one, the M4 GT, actually did little knock now just then. Yeah, there's something rattling on there. There's definitely loads of crabs out there. I mean, my baits were coming back in completely stripped. I had the cast camera on whilst it was still daylight, and the bait came in totally stripped, but unfortunately the camera wasn't operating when I brought it in, so I'm hoping it didn't switch off on the cast. Right, I need to get some diggers. Not my selection. very well organised as usual. Right, so we've got the making for the tea here as well. So, tea, water, milk and sugar, peas in the kettle. Oops, right off so I'm not dazzling you. Now, and I could use. Oh, Christoph, I don't know, mate. I'm going to have to be led by you. Yeah, I'm going to have to be led by you on that. Whichever you reckon. I seem to remember there was some quite big, chunky, like great big frankfurters that I had that were very nice. I mean, let me know where I can get them. I'm sure that in Brighton there must be a Polish shop. I know there's one in Eastbourne actually. Just tell me the brand of sausage and I'll go and get some and I'll do them. I had a Polish mate who come and visit me. He lived in Cornwall, came and visit me in Cornwall, and we were cooking them on the end of a stick in the fire, which was rather good. Kind of threaded them onto the stick, and then it just hung over the fire like that, and let them off the stick, which was actually banging. Rich and Leo, hi guys. There, yeah. Christoph Cabanas, they are my ones. Right, yellow. I think I've had yellow. There's one of them's really garlicky, as I recall. Which one would that be? I'm cool, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not catching a lot of fish. I've had one, so I've not blanked tonight, which is a result. Not that I've really been watching my rod tips for a little while because I've been too busy setting this up and cooking my dinner. Just so that you can see what's going on here in the background. There's my dinner cooking. My little rocket stove. Got the beans cooking away in the middle of that. Oops. I think they are there, bubbling away like buggery. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. But I think they're going to need a stir before they catch. So let's get a spoon out and give them a good wind. Make sure your hands not too hot. Ooh, yeah, that is definitely hot, hot, hot. Right, let's get them on there. A bit more of a bubble. I think they're probably hot enough actually. And then we'll get the kettle on. Billy Bob, you're gonna have to wait, mate. You get lickings at the end. Again, Christoph, I'm going to be guided by you, mate. I don't know. You give me a selection of the good ones, and I'll go and see if I can resource some. And then next time I have a cook-in on the beach, I'll do it with, get a bit of Polish sausage in it. Can I say that? Actually, I've got one of my contractors I was up with today. The site supervisor is Polish, and she no doubt will tell me what sort of sausage. I'll be careful how I say this. She'll tell me what sort of sausage she prefers. Yeah, it's hot. Right, so I've got some little metal strips here somewhere. There they are. This is to stop the kettle dropping into the fire. Hold it above the flames. There's a little cross of aluminium goes over the fire, like that. And then the kettle goes on top. What was that? What did you say? I love any sausage. Amanda, I'm sure you do. Yeah. Podslaska or Podwaleska. Yeah. Yeah, the garlic ones, I used to like them, but they're kind of a bit too strong for me now. I'd end up bloody repeating them for the next week. But, I'm just going to turn the light on a bit. So I don't know if you can see into here. There's my steaming produce. I'm going to turn my light on because I can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying not to dazzle you. Well, I have to say, Christoph, these aren't Polish sausages, but they're nice. The dog likes sausages as well. Billy Bob, I'll give you one. Yeah, he does. He does. He wants some. As soon as I mentioned the word sausages, he woke up. He was asleep on his bed. And he knows that he gets to do the washing up. Once I've done this, I'll wind some of these rods in and see if we've got any on there. I've got a feeling the middle rod might have something on it. Definitely twitching about. We missed the bite completely because I was fannying around, but whatever. Yeah, as I was explaining to the earlier people on here, when I did the boat live yesterday, I did 2, and the first one, which was the better one, actually saw me catch something. I must have clicked on something as I was switching it off because I deleted it. So big apologies if you were trying to find it and couldn't find it. It was me not knowing what I was doing. Yeah. Hey, hi from Italy. Buongiorno. O buonasera. Yeah, talk amongst yourself. I've got my mouth full. Oh, I have to get a stone in there somehow. I don't know how to manage that. Yeah, buonasera. Need a bit more wood in here. Is it burning down? Yeah, isn't it? Get another bit of wood in there. Some shorter bits. Yeah, well, I mean, my fire is not a fire. It's a rocket stove, so it's all contained. I'm not burning any on the shingle. I'm not leaving any ashes behind. I can't think you can see that. Where is it? Oh, it's there. It's bit of stainless steel pipe with another bit of stainless steel in the middle of it. Stainless steel basket in the middle of it, and then I just burn pallet wood. So when I leave, I don't leave anything behind. There's no scorched sand or anything like that. I mean, I could do it on a gas fire, couldn't I? No, not even allowed barbecues. Trouble is, there's so many jobs worths out there, isn't there? What am I fishing for? Anything really. They are actually place rigs on there, but I won't get place in the dark. Yeah, I've done it on a beach in Dorset, and the shingle started exploding all over the place. It was actually quite spectacular and quite painful because I got one red hot bit of shingle just underneath my eye there. My waterproof coat had holes all over it. Yeah, it can be quite dangerous, fire on a shingle. But as I say, this isn't actually on the shingle; it's above it, so it's quite safe. And it burns really hot because it's drawing the air up a chimney. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Well, there was a long story to it. It was actually quite a pleasant weekend. It was quite amusing. Made us laugh, but it was quite spectacular. As the fire's going out, bang! What the hell was that? And then bang, bang, and there's bits of shards of bloody shingle flying everywhere. I know John Locker talks about it. Is that if you're using shale or slate off the beach, you've got to use it that's been not been touched by the sea for a long time, because if it's got water in it, it will explode. So yeah, flint. This isn't. Well, I suppose it is. This shingle, quite a lot of it is flint, because it's stuff that's come out of the chalk. I'll take your word for that, mate. I'll take your word for it. But I won't tell you said that. Bit of kettle boiling. Or singing. Excuse me while I have my dinner. Oh, that was good. It's been a long day today. I had to go drive up to Barnet in North London this morning for a site inspection, and then rush back, getting ready, go fishing. Right, Billy Bob, here you go. How hot is it? No, it's not hot. Yep. And there's Billy Bob doing a washing up. That's quite a good job, actually. Well, I have noticed. Which beam do you use? What, my headlight? I'm talking about my headlight. This headlight is a. I'm gonna have to look it up now. But I commend it. It's not cheap, but it's a Phoenix HMR. So that's what it is. Ian, hello mate. What's for dessert? A cup of tea. Cup of tea for pudding. Yeah, it gets warm. It doesn't say it gets really hot. I just find sometimes it'll die on me for some no good reason, and you think, oh, must be flat. And you go and put it on charge for about 10 minutes, and it's back up. But they are good. I mean, they are good. Don't get me wrong. It's gone flat because I probably haven't charged it up properly. Knowing me, as you can see, I'm not the most organised of people. Right, yeah. So we're going to get a brew going and a cup of tea. Now, there's something about kettle that's brewed on the beach. It steams much better than an ordinary kettle. Don't know why that is, but you get a nice big plume of steam off it, which always looks really good. So, one tea bag. Treat myself to a bit of sugar as I'm on the beach. Ordinarily I wouldn't have sugar, but I will. No, it's not really a bit of sugar in it. Where's the sugar? Sugar's in there. Of course, I used the spoon to eat the beans. I've now got a fork to do the sugar, so right, because the sugar's a bit lumpy. Sugared, suitably sugared. And then, this is going to be hot, I think. Is it? No, it's all right. Look at the steam coming off that tea. You don't get that in a kettle in the kitchen, do you? Let's see if it's full or not. How much we've got in there? Oh yeah, got a bit more room. Yeah, give that a wind. Another good thing about this type of little fire is you can throw the tea bag in it and it will burn. And so there's no rubbish, no litter, just a bit of ash. Nice bit of milk. I know that there are those in the world who think the British are ridiculous for putting milk in their tea, but I'm afraid it has to be done. And I always do my tea in a thermal mug, because what I've discovered is that generally when you get a cup of tea in your hand, you get a bite. And a number of times you end up chucking away a cup of tea because it's gone cold. Where if it's in a thermal mug, it stays warm. Oh, my head's not asleep. Mate, I've got some feelings about Seaspiracy. I think it's a bit of a vegan conspiracy to put everybody off fishing. Personally, it starts off well, starts off good. We're talking about plastics in the sea, about whaling, but towards the end, I mean, unfortunately, I was watching. I did go to sleep in the middle, so I might have missed a crucial part. But towards the end, I felt that it was getting a bit preachy about fishing, you know, going on about fish feeling pain and stopping eating fish at all. I do think that we need to clean up our act as sea anglers. We need to take a bit of a leaf out of the course anglers books about how they care for their fish. Yeah. Oh, that's a hot cup of tea. That's really nice. You don't get, it's got some grit in it, but you don't get that out of a flask. No matter what you do with a flask, you get a hot cup of tea. It's not hot like that. It's really hot. That's sipper's hot. You can't gulp. It's too hot. Well, guys, I caught Vern's live this afternoon or this evening. That was quite good. He had quite a few people on it. Yeah, you know, it seems to. I mean, maybe because I've not really been into lives. There seems to be a lot of people doing lives now, and I think it's great. I think it's really good. It's really addictive, actually. And the beauty of it as a YouTube vlogger is I haven't got to spend 8 hours editing the bloody thing. Not that I don't mind doing that, because I do. I like editing the films. It's part of the fun of it, I think. Particularly when you've had a night like tonight, where there's not much happening, but you edit a film that's got, you know, got things that make it interesting in it. I mean, I've got a video that I'm editing at the moment, which was the day I went foraging for razor clams, and I've got. I think you can add adverts to the recording. I think if whatever's recorded, you can then monetize that if you want. The problem is that a live is sometimes an hour long, and I don't want to be sitting watching a YouTube video that goes on for that long. Just some dickhead on a beach rambling on about meaningless crap like me. I mean, hopefully, in time, be able to do some lives where we actually see me catching some fish. There seems to be videos of me sitting on the beach or sitting in a boat going, come on fish, where are you? Right, I'm gonna try something now. I've got a really major light. I'll try and set it up so you can see the rods and see me winding them in. That's if you want to. Yeah, fish can come at any time. Yep, they can. You're right. You could be sitting. I mean, the last session I had on the beach here, because I'm on the beach at Seaford at the moment. The last session I had on the beach here before lockdown, literally the last knockings, my rod rest went over. I managed to grab it before it completely collapsed. And I had a nice thornback ray, which I was totally I wasn't even fishing for thornback rays. So you're right, you know, a good fish can come along at any time. And the end of last year, I was filming actually. I was filming for a YouTube thing. I was fishing for salt. I had three hook cascade rig with size 8 hooks on it, with tiny little bits of worm. And again, suddenly my rod went loopy, and I thought, what the hell's that? And it was, I played it for about 40 minutes. It was running me up and down the beach, and it was a smoothhound, a nice smooth, about 8-pound smoothhound. Yeah, completely unexpected on a tiny little hook. I mean, the hook was minuscule. What I think perhaps was that the crabs were going for the bait, and it came down to try and get a crab. Yeah. Yeah, the weekend's almost here. Unfortunately, I think the weather forecast isn't great over the weekend. It's going to be cold and windy. And 2, I think we're committed to barbecues and families and all sorts of other things. So, you know, one of the reasons I come fishing tonight is, well, 2 reasons. One, I've got a lot of bait left over from yesterday and I want to use it rather than freeze it. And 2, tonight I think is the last really nice night. It's going to get quite blowy. Not that I can't fish when it's blowy, but am I a fair weather angler? No, I've done my fair share of fishing in horrible weather. I'd rather be comfortable. I mean, tonight it's fantastic, really nice. It's not cold. I've got an extra layer on because I thought the temperature had dropped, but I'm almost too hot. So let's have a look. It's missing, yeah. 8 peas, hey mate. Good health. Not too bad down here in Devon. Excellent. I was talking to John Locker earlier in the week, and he reckoned the forecast for down that way was going to be really bad. But then looking at the forecast this morning, maybe the pressure systems shifted, because it didn't look too bad down the west. Yeah. You fishing, Aid? Are you fishing at the moment? Where do you go fishing in Devon? Are you on the north coast or on the south coast? That's, you tend to forget there's a north coast of Devon as well. I do like fishing the north coast of Cornwall actually, but the problem is the locals think they own it. They get a bit. I did a video of a mark on the north coast, and I was trying to be pretty careful not to give away where it was. Oh boy, did I get some flack off about 3 particular wankers, I can only say. It just went on and on and on. And the point was that the mark I was fishing, you can see it from the road. You can see, I knew about that mark 40 years ago because I'd seen people fishing on it 40 years ago, and I went and found it 40 years ago. So it's not a secret mark. And the other point I was making is, if it was a secret mark only used by Cornish anglers, like he was trying to claim, it was absolutely covered in crap. There's empty beer cans and bloody bits of fishing line and all sorts of things stuffed into the cracks in the rock. It wasn't stuff that had blown over, it was stuffed into the cracks in the rocks. So if they're so precious about their marks, then they need to look after them. But whatever, you know, you can please some of the people all the time. Slapton. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Slapton. Is that South Coast Slapton? Slapton Sands is a sandy beach, isn't it, Slapton? Where's the nearest town to Slapton? Down that I would have heard of. We did. Jason, the Eastbourne angler, and I, or Eastbourne fisherman, and I, when we did our support your local tackle shop, the first part of it, we did visit nearly every fishing tackle shop, sea fishing tackle shop in the south of England. We missed a couple, only because we were running out of time. So we did go all the way around Devon. We started in Southend, did Southend to Southampton. Oh, okay, Dartmouth. Oh, okay, yeah, I know where you are. I know where you're at. Interesting bit of coast there, isn't it? Lots of inlets and what have you. Yeah, I would imagine that you can fish in any weather there, because you can find somewhere that's sheltered from the weather, I would think. I went down to Teignmouth, which can't be a million miles from there, and collected a stone of sand eels. Kept them in a big live bait tank in my basement for about 10 months. So I had live sand eels for 10 months. And I don't know what they were eating, because yeah, but they stayed alive. They were getting a bit skinny towards the end of the 10 months. But it was great, because I'd just bring and to take them down the beach, all you do is you'd have a bucket full of wet sand, wet with seawater, and you just stick them in it. And they'd stay in the wet sand, and you come down the beach and fish them out of the sand and fishing off the shore. So, you know, I had some nice bass from literally where I'm sitting now, just running live sand eels down the line. I'll tell you what, and when they get hit by a bass, boy do they go. Yeah. Yeah, Plymouth. We unfortunately I did Plymouth on the fishing tackle shops. The postcode that I was given for the first shop to go to took me to an air gun shop in the sort of shopping precincts. So I think, this isn't very good, but I went in there and spoke to the guy, and he got one of our cards. But where I was looking for was the Bassman. The Bassman's got a market stall in the market in central Plymouth. When I spoke to him, he's a pretty cool guy. And then I was running out of time, so I went to one other shop in Plymouth. But there was one that everyone said, "Oh, you should have gone here, which I didn't do. So I only did 3 shops in Plymouth. It's a pity, really. There's a tackle box on the seafront somewhere. I didn't find that. What's the name of the shop? Name some of the shops in Plymouth, fishing tackle shops, and I'll tell you the one I went to. on a yeah. Yeah, and it's, I mean, Plymouth Angling. I'm pretty sure it's Plymouth Angling I went to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Plymouth Angling I went to. Is that just on a junction? You can park in front of it, and as I recall, it's got like a red and white sign at the front of it. And you go in the shop, and you think what the layout of the shop was like. Got a big load of freezers in the back of the shop full of frozen bait. Oh right, okay. Thanks. Yeah, Plymouth Angling. Yeah, but I missed out on there's another one that something bait, Southwest Baits, is it, or something like that, which I think I should have done, but literally I'd run out of time. We were camping on Dartmoor that night. The only reason I managed to get to Plymouth was I'd broken down on the way down and I had to go into Plymouth to get my brakes fixed. So I was cycling around Plymouth whilst my van was getting fixed. Must admit, I do like that part of the world. Right, I'm gonna move cameras around, put a light on so that you can see what I'm doing. Check these baits, because I'm suspecting that I'm probably fishing with bare hooks now. I'm going to catch me no fish. Oh. Sitting on the shingle, good for the old joints. Right, so let's turn that around. Okay, you can see the rods. Let's put on some more light. How's that look? Yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I'll bring this light around behind you. Right then, so which rod are we going to bring in first? I suppose we're going to do them from left to right. Come on, get out of here. So the first rod, pendulum. Got a Mag 4 multiplier on it. Oh, come on, play it. So that'll probably explain why I've not been seeing a great deal of activity for a while. The hooks are completely polished. So let's just bait on this one quickly and wash it out. At least I'm fishing because I'm suspecting my other rods are the same. So we'll get this one, wash it out, we'll bait this rig up. Do the same thing again. Two hook paternoster. As I say, they're place rigged really, but I'm not going to catch any place in the dark. But I couldn't be bothered to retie them. And this has got lugworm tipped off with a bit of razor clam on it. Right, just bake this one up and then ready to go on with the second rig, which no doubt is completely polished as well. I'd run out of worms for me. I think I've got some more rats. I miscalculated that badly. Burning all these worm papers. A bit of a plume of smoke coming up in a minute. Be nice and atmospheric. Look at these bad boys. This is the result of my foraging the other day. Beautiful razor. ourselves. Just elasticating a bit of razor clam together with a bit of worm here. Cocktail. Elastic broke. So what happens when the elastic breaks is you can't find the bloody end of it again. Where are you? Razor clam by name, razor clam by nature. Cut my thumb on it. Right. Nice bait. Nice bait. Same thing with this one. I know I should have all these done up, and whatever happens, whether you're rigging them up beforehand or rigging them up after, you're not looking at your rod when you do it anyway, so you miss bites. And when the whiting are going mad, you miss so many of them. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I really don't. I don't know if you can hear me even. Probably all gone home. How many people are still on it? Oh, there's still 10 of you there. The rest have got fed up and gone home. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. I'll probably wind this up soon and I'll just cut on the fishing for a bit. What's going to happen? It's going to happen now. I reckon. Two baits. It's only a single hook. That's good. Second bait ready for the next one, which is good. Bringing this one in. Beauty. Which is a beautiful one. So, definitely not a blank. So we've got ourselves a little doggy. So, stick this out. Skin off the hand. Shut now, mate. If you've got a mouth with a disgorger, stupid fish. And there was his last meal, so a little rockling. So maybe rockling is the bait for dogfish if you want to catch dogfish. So that was the dogfish's last meal, rockling. So yeah. Right guys, thanks for hanging on. I've just got to sort out one more rod and then I'll be back with you. So that I think was my, yeah, I think that's my M4 GT christened, because I don't think I've had a fish on it yet. That's good. Whack him out. Right, last rod to be done. Talk amongst yourselves, I'll be back with you in a minute. Rattling away already. Bringing all three rods in. Oh dear. huffing and puffing here. It's quite hard work. But that actually felt like it was quite a decent fish, but as it turned out, it was just an einer kleiner woofer. So not a particularly big dogfish, but fish nonetheless. Get onto the live. There you go. Another fish for the night. So he hasn't washed the light down, which is good. Circles up doing what they should do. Bring them back out there quickly. Beaver, good boy. Oh, hello, mate.
Yeah?
You come back to join me a bit.
Oh, chill out.
Sorry?
Oh, just chill out with you.
Cool. I'm live on YouTube at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, you've been watching me, have you?
I just saw you, right?
Okay, cool. Right, just going to get this one whacked out and then head down and chat and enjoy my muck. Cool. Right guys, just going to bait these hooks up and then I'll be with you. What have I done with them? Oh, tell you what, that last little dogfish I brought in, I thought I was bringing in a ray or something. It felt really heavy. Maybe I was, maybe I had something big on it, came off. I always have one tackled up so that I get one, I can get a bait straight back out. If I was really organised, I'd have 3 set up. But the trouble is, you spend all that time baiting up all those rigs. You're not watching your rods when you're doing that, so you're missing bites. I mean, both those dogfish have probably given me quite healthy bites, and I'm not seeing them because I've been talking. Razor turns up. Should put my spotlight. I've got a really bright spotlight. You shine it round and you see the foxes down on the beach. You see these that I got kept down the beach the other day?
With it.
Razor cams.
Oh, right,
But I've got hundreds. And I don't want to say where I got them because I don't want people to come flooding from all over the country and wipe them out. Which they will do. Right, last one, get this on the hook and then we can sit down and carry on rabbiting. I thank you for your patience, all sitting there watching this. I don't know if you can hear me actually, but you probably can, just faintly. I can turn that camera off because I don't need to be filming all this, in fact. Let's do that now. Right. Oh. Now I haven't got any firelighters with me, so I can't light the fire again and make that tea. Sorry?
What's that down there?
Right there.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's a dogfish that's come back through. Probably they swim back towards the light. Actually, a big light went out, didn't it? I didn't realise that. Didn't notice that happening. Oh, right, where were we? Oh, put yourself down here. I'm not going to sit over here, really. Well, there's still 9 of you there. Right, night all going for a workout and up for work at 4 AM, roll on a weekend, 10 days off. Yippee! Cheesies. Take care, Aid. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Maybe bump into you down Dartmouth way. Well, that was an exciting 10 minutes. 2 dogfish. Re-rigged, rebaited, recast. So it's hard work. I don't normally fish with 3 rods. Maximum I normally fish with 2. So it was a bit of hard work, really. Billy Bob, what are you after? Hey, come back here. No, it's a stone, you stupid dog. Hound. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, a bit early for hounds. We've got to suffer the bloody spider crab plague first before we get hounds here. But yeah, it would be nice. Message what? What have you done, Amanda? Oi, come back here. Come on. Come here. So what have you been up to? I've been on this live for 1 hour and 23 minutes, would you believe? Yeah, come on, fishies. I'm looking back down through here. JC. Digger's ears are top. Please share all your stuff. Well done, chap. Thank you, mate. If you're talking about my dogfish, who let the dogs up? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not a blank. That's the important thing. I've heard a lot of people have been blanking down here recently, and on Langley as well. Mate, I'm very pleased for you guys being on here and doing this for me. It's really good. As you can see, I'm not exactly okay with the lives. It's a learning process. I got this all singing, all dancing live stream camera, which was meant to be the top notch Mutts cojones, and I just can't get the bloody thing to work. And in fact, it froze up completely on the beach. I had to send it back to New York to get it reflashed. And they've sent it back and kind of a bit sort of holier than thou. Well, it works for us, but it bloody don't work for me. They've given me a load of instructions. Oh, I think seeing this, but the middle rod's got a bit of interest. Might be crabs. So I will persevere with it because it wasn't cheap. It cost me 300 quid, I think. And if all else fails, it'll be good for doing live streams from home. And if I start doing, I could do some actual, I do a bit of training, so I could actually do some first aid courses and stuff and use it for that. Be quite good. What, hounds are showing in the Solent, are they, by God? Is that early? Is that early for hounds? I say we get a good run of hounds, but it's not, I would say May when we get a run of hounds. Yeah. Is it the little hounds? Is it the little pup hounds? Because we get a big run of the little ones first, puppy hounds, and then we get the big ones that follow them. They, as I say, they tend to come up here. We get a big bloom of spider crabs soon, and they're a real nuisance because they snip your hooks off and all sorts of things. And when they start to peel, then the hounds turn up.
Dogfish is back again.
Is it still there? Is it? I think it's probably not going to make it. Yeah, pups. As I say, we get a run of pups early. I haven't heard of anybody having any here, but yeah, one of the dogfish keeps wanting to come back to land. Talking about dogfish, where's my dog? Oh, he's there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think one of those dogfish perhaps is a bit confused. He's getting a good, healthy lob out to the sea, but I think he's swimming back to the light all the time. So, such is life. I did put him back in gently initially, but he's had a couple of healthy chucks back now, but he still seems to be finding his way back, which is a pity. I guess if he comes in ashore again, I'm going to take him home and eat him because I don't want to leave him on the beach just dead. So what's happening? Right, what did you catch your pups on? Were you catching them on peelers? Whoa, got a bit of activity on the right hand rod now. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. I'll put a big light on so you can see this, and oh yeah, you should be able to see it actually. So the right hand rod, is that one. It's definitely got a fish on. Look at that, all my son's down there yanking on the line, but I don't think he'd do that. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, knockaroony going on there. I'm gonna have to wind that in, aren't I? Nothing big. Tell you what I would like to catch. If I had a choice of fish that I want to catch tonight, I would like to catch a nice Dover sole. I haven't had a Dover sole for ages, and this used to be a real good mark for Dover sole. I know they have been catching them. You won't catch place at night, very seldom. Oh, yep, definitely got some interest. putting up a fight.
Not the one I just threw.
And here we go, another dogfish. So, as they say, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Oh. That's enough dogfish, don't want any more now. Want something interesting, conger eel, anything, really. Circle hook done its job though, beautifully in the corner of its mouth, which is nice to see, because as we know they do tend to wolf it down. Back in. Alright, just talk amongst yourselves again while I break this one up. bloody Samsung phone. It's S20. I can't put an external mic on it. So it means I can't use a wireless mic, so I can't be chatting when I'm stood away from it, which is annoying. No, all it's got is a USB-C. It's the only connector it's got on it. And I bought a USB-C to mini jack adapter because I thought I'd be able to put a mic on it, and it just comes up saying unrecognised, device unrecognised. I so don't like that phone. I so can't wait to get rid of it, upgrade it to something. I'm almost tempted to actually put the SIM card from my main SIM card back in my old phone, which is a S9 or whatever. It's a dog with you?
Yeah.
Is it? An all-round so much better phone.
What's the one you got now?
It's an S20 that's there, but it's not they're all single. There's a higher graded S20 than that. That's kind of the basic entry level one. And James has got one. It cost him about 500 quid, I think. I'm sorry guys if this is very boring for you on the stream. And I'll take some feedback from you. If you think it's boring, and I'll stop the stream now, stop the live now, and concentrate on fishing. But if you're enjoying it, let me know, and we'll keep it going. So, do some messages now. Check them out once I've done this. Right, done. Done and dusted. Clean the hands off a bit. There's a loud bang over that way just now as well. Oh, there's a fox just there. Is it, or is it Billy Bob?
No, Billy did.
Sorry? There's a fox just there. You see it? No, well, you won't be sick in the eyes later because I've got it in my head. Right, it's legs are going to start to We'll hit you 30 yards away. I'll that for you. I'll have to rip that from the car. I'll say if you want me, I'll bring them. I'll come round. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Not gone for a talk, yeah. What happens is you only see guys getting in places. I haven't gone very far, so nothing just there. And then he just cut. Oh yeah. Top of the bank. Yeah. boxes here.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's quite a big round, isn't it? But there was a loud one over down there as well, but earlier on.
Like gas canister,
That's more. That'll be more of a boom, isn't it? That sounds like high velocity. Hi guys, I'm back. Let's turn this off so I'm not dazzling you. Right. Yay! Right, so has anybody been saying anything while I've been away? Carry on, mate, you're doing fine. Hi, Sammy. And thanks, Richard. Hi, Sammy. Just a quick low thumbs up as I'm on my way on night shift. Sorry about that, Sammy. So I used to do night shifts. Hi CJ, everyone in chat. Dog, big fish bite. 31 likes, much appreciated, friends. Yeah, 35 likes now. Rich and Leo Angling. Hi JC, been sat watching your live but off to bed now. Up at 5:30 for work. Dude, take care and stay safe, buddy. Now, is that for me, which is CJ, or is that for JC, whoever that is? Ragworm tip with squid. All right. Oh, what for your couldn't find any peelers. Soft crabs. Yeah, I've had all my, well, bar one, I've had all my off the shore on not on peelers, but on ones that are starting to go a bit crusty. So they're not hard shells quite yet, but they're getting there. And fish and tackle shops want to get rid of them because obviously in a day or so they can't sell them. So they're normally quite keen for you to take them. But I've had all my smoothies on them. Offshore, I've had them out on my boat on hard shells, and I reckon hard shells will work off the beach. And I have got the surefire way of collecting hard shell crabs. So I think that's probably what I'm going to try this year. Just get myself a big bucket full of hard shell crabs and then just fish with them. And the way I do it is I hook it, I break all the legs off one side, put a hook up through one of the leg sockets and out in the middle of its chest, and then take all the legs off the other side apart from two, so it's got something to flap about. And well, you know, that's what bloody smooth hounds eat. So why not? Why not? Oh. Right, so what else was down there? Mark Hanley, CJ, how you doing? Mark Hanley, I'm doing fine, mate. I'm down the beach. It's a lovely evening. Sounds like World War II's breaking out over towards Seaford Head. There's loads of loud bangs. Maybe they're filming something there. They do a lot of filming over there, but it's loud bangs. It sounds, I would almost say sounds like rifle fire, but it reminds me of being in Iraq. If I hear the crack, I've heard the thump. If I have the crack, you might see me digging in.
Rifle fire is more like a pop.
You think it's a pop?
A rifle fire. I don't think that's rifle fire.
Do you? Okay. Right. Well, I'm trying to. I mean, obviously, I've heard a lot of rifle fire in my time. I tell you what, it sounds like a shotgun. Actually, that's what it sounds like, a shotgun. So it could be someone's out lamping rabbits with a shotgun, or foxes with a shotgun. I don't know if you guys are hearing this, but every so often there's quite a loud bang. As I say, if I hear the crack, I will be digging in. For those of you who don't know, that when someone fires a rifle bullet at you, because it's going faster than the speed of sound, the first thing you hear is a whiplash as the round goes over your head, and then you hear the boom of the actual firing. If you hear that, you know you're being shot at, and it's time to take cover. So when you see all these newsreaders and they're all going, oh, and you can hear the rifle fire, it's not. But there was what's his name? He used to be in EastEnders. Was out in Iraq with, well, Afghan with the Royal Anglians, and there was one point when he was out with the guys, and they were under fire, and you could tell they were under fire because you could hear the crack and thump. So you got to give respect to the bloke. So there you go. I mean, you probably all know that. All right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, JD was a very keen air rifle hunter, and he was the resident journalist in, I think it was Air Gun. There was two big air gun magazines. There was Air Gun and another one, I can't think. And he was the resident journalist in it. He was the hunter, and so every month, was it a monthly magazine, he'd write an article about shooting pigeons or something like that with an air gun. And I did go out shooting with him a few times up on the downs. He did get into big trouble because he used to shoot the magpies in his back garden because he reckoned they were eating all the songbirds, and I think someone bubbled him up because he got a visit from the police. Yeah, he's a good guy, John. And I did appear on the front cover of whichever magazine it was. Yeah, in fact, it's still on the kitchen wall, isn't it, Eddie? The picture of me from the front cover of the Air Gun magazine. Yeah, is it Air Gun, or do you remember the name of the magazine? Right. Yeah. Yeah, so there is a picture of me framed on the wall somewhere, which he took. But with us, we were actually trespassing somewhere with air rifles so that he'd get the shot. Yeah. And of course, I'm trying to do this, revisit his fishing marks from his fishing marks book. I'll see how that goes. I've had a chat with Craig from Channel Angling. Spit it out, get the words out. Craig from Channel Angling, and I'm going to go and meet up with him and talk about fishing marks around Dover. And I was talking to, is it useless? Talking to about going up to Southampton and talking about Southampton and the marks there. So we'll just keep on building it as a compendium of articles about fishing marks. I've done Seaford Beach, and I've done Tide Mills and the New Haven East Arm, but I couldn't travel. But I can travel now. But I don't know why I'm fishing at Seaford, but other than I couldn't be bothered to go any further. I think also that Langley Point is probably heaving tonight. I know that it was quite busy yesterday. Cheers, Sammy. Yeah, Airgun World or Air Gunner. I'm pretty sure it was Air Gunner. I'm pretty sure it was Air Gunner. He was the hunter. And as I say, he had a resident. No, I lost and reconnected, and it's a bit odd. I don't know how much battery I've got left on this phone. Doesn't tell me. Whew. Let's see the rods again. There's the rods. That's good. You can see me in the corner. You can see the rods. That's cool. And there's Billy Bob. Come on, come on, come on. Say hello to the people. Look, look. You're all on television. You're on television. Well, you're not. You're on live on YouTube. Quite agree. But he'll settle down because he likes sitting on your lap. Because one, it's warm, and two, he's not sitting on the shingle. We don't like stones under his feet. In the way of the rods now, it sits better. All three of us got, well, both of us and the rods in the background. I'm quite pleased with this big spot lamp. It's been on for quite a long time now, hasn't it? I mean, it's LEDs, I know, but and it's well bright. I can probably make it brighter, actually. You can certainly change the white balance on it. Did you see the fox, Billy Bob? Where's the fox? Where's the fox? Where's that fox? Where's the fox at? So there's a fox over there. Look, right there, you can see it. You can see it just there. I'd rather he didn't see it because he will go after it. Yeah, you get quite a lot of foxes down on the beach here, and there is one skulking around just over there. I mean, they have been known to come down and steal someone's bait. Obviously urban foxes, so they're coming out of town. So they're pretty cheeky. And it's why if you leave your dustbin bags out, you come back and find them shredded. The foxes get in and rip them up, and then the seagulls get in there and make an even bigger mess. Guys and girls, I think I'm going to love you and leave you now because I've been on here for quite a while, and I would think you're probably sick of it. Let me know what you think. If you have had enough, I'll have to look them up actually. Yeah, no, he's no, lovely dog. Yeah, he is. He's the nuts. He's the nuts of a dog.
Dad,
Yeah.
got something from the right. It's moving quite aggressively.
Oh yeah, we've got a bite on the right again. Now it's interesting because that's my Ziplex 2500, and I always rated that as being the best fishing rod I've ever had. It does seem to catch more fish than anything else, and I don't know why it is. Maybe it's just a little bit softer, and so you see the bites on it. I don't know. I mean, the other two rods, the M4 GT is pretty soft too, but I never saw that dogfish on it. Oh. Yeah, we'll see that develop a little bit more, and then we'll wind it in. See if we haven't got number 3. No, how many dogs have we had now? We've had 3 already, haven't we? Had 3 dogfish. Oh yes, yeah, definitely got some activity on there. Billy Bob, you're in the way. People can't see the fishing rod. So it's the right hand rod. Oh yeah. Defo. And we'll see that. See if I can get it on the camera as well. Come on, wakey. Yeah, filming. We'll put the camera on it, stop. Is the dog there or is it gone? Yeah. He's heard that fox, I think. So he's definitely looking, or he's got scent of it. I'll have another lunge and I will go and wind into you. We're going to have to start thinking about packing up soon because the tide is fast approaching. I haven't got a clue what the time is. You know what the time is?
11:15.
Is it, by God? I thought it was about 8 o'clock. No, I didn't. I think it was later than that, but yeah, I think we'll wind this in. We've got one more baited up rig, so we'll whack this out with a new bait on it, and then we'll think about gradually packing up because the waves are getting closer. Sorry? I probably can't see. I'm a bit lower than you.
Towards my house.
Yeah, I'm a bit lower. Oh yeah, there it is. Cheeky fox. You see that fox, Billy Bob? Where's the fox? Where's the fox? Look, up there. The fox. Billy Bob, where's the fox? You stupid dog. Oh, it's up here. Yeah, definitely got some activity on here, so let's wind it in and see what we've got. Yep, something going on there. He's just woken up a little bit. Nothing. Not a thing. Bada boom, bada boom. But it's quite twisted around itself. Let's put it in the finger this way. It's pretty good. See the view?
Yeah, is it?
Well, unfortunately there wasn't anything on there. If there had been, there was definitely a bite, but it let go. I think it was a dogfish again. We're going to put a name to it. Amazing how you can hear the sound of that ferry. I don't know where it is, you can hear it. Well, it might be a ship right out there. You can hear it?
It's over there, that way.
It's definitely something, it's a long way off because you can't see it. Yeah, I did a live in the boat. Was it yesterday? No, yeah, yesterday. And we were out, I don't know, distance offshore, and you can hear the noise of the diggers and the bulldozers louder than me talking. Somebody put a comment, says there's a lot of background noise. It's their engine running. It wasn't. It was the diggers on the beach. Just must have been coming across the surface of the water, and it was amplifying it. Huff and puff and huff and puff. Right, ladies and gents, I'm going to call it a night now. We're going to pack up. Take me a little while to do that, so I'm not going to be able to talk to you, and I'm sure that you're pretty bored with seeing my backside bending over doing stuff. So thanks very much for joining me on the beach. I hope you've enjoyed it. It wasn't a blank, which is the important thing. 3 dogfish and a little pouting. And I had a dingaling, but I think that was as that was coughed up by one of the dogfish. I don't know if that counts. But yeah, and I'm watching the rod tips in the background whilst I'm talking. So guys and girls, thank you very much for joining me. George and Will, thanks very much for your mediation. It's a great help. And I'll try and not delete this one. If you want to go back and watch it again, I'll certainly go back and watch it, make sure I've not said anything stupid on it. And we're going to call it a night. So ciao, see you later.